Boozing with gays.
You know you have to play it again. It's us. We're here. We're back. We're back.
Are we playing it again?
Play it again, Sam.
Okay,
Play it again.
There we go. He likes playing it live with us. Hey, we have two people.
I love those two people so much.
I know. Ooh, that was weird.
What happened?
I have absolutely no idea. Let's bring that back. I want Chrome. Chrome, where'd you go?
I
touched something and everything just went off the screen. I was like,
no,
hey, not while we're taping.
It's so weird. I feel like I'm like. Can y'all see me? I feel like I'm super dark.
I don't like
tonight.
when he does this. Stop it. Stop it.
I mean,
you are gorgeous. He's gorgeous.
You know what? I love being black. Shit kind of dangerous, but it's dope.
Do you just buy shirts now?
I just buy shirts.
Doesn't buy any shirts for me. Well, he did buy me the tapestry shirt. Your grandmother.
I bought you that shirt.
I just said that out loud. To the people who are watching, I said, well, okay, he bought me this shirt.
Hey, Julie Ward. Hey, Kevin Spire. How are y'all? Hey!
Sometimes.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
All right. Cheers.
And we're going to do
Cheers,
this.
Queers.
Cheers, Queers. Look at our pretty drink that Daddy made.
Okay. The Dirty Shirley.
The Dirty Shirley. And when you think of Shirley, what Shirley comes to mind?
Him, Phil. Roger, you and Rerun better get out of here.
How do you say her name?
Hemphill.
I thought it was Hempel. Not
Shirley Hempel?
Hempel? Is it her name?
Is it Hempel? Okay, help me out, black people.
Hemphill?
Is it Shirley Hempel or Hempel?
I was thinking McLean. Oh, I got a Temple.
Oh, Temple. Hey, Lisa Ann,
Shirley
girl.
McLean.
Matthew Black, what's up?
Shirley Jones.
Hello,
Shirley
Bethany.
Chisholm.
Shirley Chisholm, who has a new movie coming out. Well.
Shirley Chisholm dead. Shirley Chisholm doesn't have a movie coming out.
Do you see the foolishness with white folks I got to put up with?
Who's playing Shirley Chisholm?
An Academy Award winner.
Halle Berry? Viola. Has to be Viola.
No, it's
really?
what's the name from I hate this old age thing when you have that, you know the name, you see the person, you work with the person.
Give me the movie.
She's from 227.
Who's an Academy Award winner? Oh, I know who. Regina King.
Regina King.
She was a baby in 227. I'm thinking of
Katusha
Bernard,
Bernard.
Jack Hay or Marla Gibbs. I'm going, they weren't Academy Award winners. I got
Marla Gibbs could have been. Hey, Robin. Hey, Madonna.
Yeah, something in my teeth. Sorry. Go get away.
And you just had your teeth cleaned yesterday.
Not even cleaned. I just brushed my teeth in there. I go, what did I? Just living in there. Right. Just living up there, waiting for us to. So we're going to, are we starting with
the drink?
Oh, the drink.
The Dirty Shirley.
The Dirty Shirley.
Dirty Shirley. And what it's a Shirley Temple with vodka.
Which I think is appropriate.
7-Up vodka.
In that, we said this story maybe a month ago, Sebastian turned 21 in December, and we took him out. We're at the St. Francis in San Francisco, and we took him to the hotel bar, and we walk in. Of course, all the people who are working there, like working the door, totally have a beat on Sebastian because he looks incredibly younger.
He looks 16, 15, 16.
And so we sit down, and we are being proud daddies. Hey, we're going to buy you your first drink, son, type energy. And we sit him down, and I got an old-fashioned. You probably got an old-fashioned, too. And Sebastian says, I want a Shirley Temple. So that's our line. So we're doing do you think he would like this? He actually might like this.
He might like this. It's very flavorful. Hey, Alan Freeman.
Also, it's light on booze. You didn't over vodka yet or something.
That's a lie. Kathy Walker, aren't you on stage? Oh, you just got home from the show. Okay, cool.
That's East Coast for you, by the way. Thank you, East Coast, Kathy Walker.
All right, let's read this fair use. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, y'all.
Oh, I know.
We got so much stuff to talk about. I hope y'all stay with us. Roll up in here. It's because we're about to talk about some stuff. We got to do this fair use thing first.
We have a quiz today, too.
Excerpts of copyrighted material may under certain circumstances be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder. Hi.
So like at many baseball games, football games, and stuff, we start with the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see my early life? Whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. for the real paths we watch were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets rang out. Love bombs bursting in They proved through the night that our flag was still there.
Now, I think it's fair to say one of those renditions was done properly,
Not like the other.
and one of those renditions,
Okay.
I'd say they went over the mark.
All right, so hey, Mark Nasser. So look here, y'all. Okay. Oh,
That, by the way, this is all brought to you by Michael Shepard. This is his beef, so I'm going to let him speak.
So,
Michael,
the little
Little
Mayo
girl.
American, the 8-year-old Mayo American,
Mayo.
Mayo,
What does mayo mean? Oh, like mayo.
like mayonnaise,
I heard male American. She's female. Just saying.
Caucasian.
No judgment. Just saying.
So
She's
look,
8 years old, and she looks. And I'd say, I just want to put this out. She looks like does the pageant circuit. I don't know if she does
for MAGA.
but she looks like impossible.
And
for
Jennifer,
MAGA.
I'm not coming for the little girl,
No, we're not.
but I do want to be able to say this:
About
is that those are two different renditions. The first rendition is by what's her name, Kinsley Murray,
who's all over the internet.
the red,
right
white,
now.
and blue.
Yes.
And then the other rendition is from the Brown Four, which is a singing group down in Kentucky. They are all approximately the same age. The Brown Four range from 14 to 6. So
And they're siblings.
they're siblings. And there's a way to do it, and there's a way not to do it. If you're going to do it. I don't care for the song myself, but if you're going to do it right. And I blame that first girl's parents for allowing
Promoters
her
and
promoters
lawyers, whatever
because she
it
sang
is.
2 songs a night. She also sang the Canadian national anthem.
And they must have told her, we want you to elongate every single
Hey,
word.
Michael Ward.
And do little trills. And
Glenn's
stuff.
here too.
So,
So I'm just
I
saying.
do believe, yes.
I'm just saying.
yes.
Parents, be honest with your children.
And I will say this about the Brown.
Everybody don't get a medal.
But
Everybody should not get a medal.
before the Brown Four, there were some lovely harmonies that I heard. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I
They
had
killed
to cut
it. They
in the
knocked it
face,
out.
but They did. Anyway, so
They knocked it out. So
Kinsley's in the news, and not in a good way. I hope that this
when the Brown
doesn't harm
Four
her.
should be in the news.
They should be in the news. Well,
That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't you think we should reward
Tracy, that's cool.
success more than we do? We seem to like to talk about
Mediocrity.
Mediocrity.
We like to talk about mediocrity. We like to uplift mediocrity.
Well, we're going to talk about non-mediocrity right
Come
now.
on now.
Oh, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. My husband was nominated for the Drama Critics Circle Award.
The Los Angeles Drama Critics Circle, darling.
Yes, there he is, Michael Shepard in the middle for Blood at the Root, which was a tremendously amazing play, Open Fist Theater. This is one of the most deserved award nominations I think you've gotten because it was such a good play.
Thank you. I appreciate
was a
that. I
tremendously
appreciate
good
that so
play.
much. And I thank so many of y'all who are watching who came to see it. It was a great experience. I also want to talk about it also was nominated for Best Production.
Oh, Bernard, because we were a bit slow, gave us every single Academy Award winner that has been Black. Thank you so far.
So far.
Yeah, well, we're going to be.
We're gonna have. I think we're gonna have one more.
I don't know how we're
coming
not
up.
going to. She
If we-
seems to have gotten
can you
every other
imagine?
prize.
You won every single award, and then they don't give you the Academy Award.
We should talk about who we're talking about. What's her name?
Divine Joy Randolph.
Randolph, yes, Divine Joy. Divine Joy.
So,
there.
Divine Joy, you're gonna get it, honey.
And because I am not done bragging about my husband, he was on TV this
Amanda,
week.
hi, honey.
He was on at the NCIS playing. Who are you, Lewis?
Lewis,
He was Lewis. He
the
changed.
custodial manager.
He changed light bulbs and solved a murder. It really is. That is a genius. You changed the light bulbs and solved the murder.
I literally changed the light bulb and solved a murder.
It was real. I think that they need you on more.
I think they
especially
should.
when that NCIS team is just bogged down and can't get it. Hey, Lewis, look at this dirt sample. Just well,
Because I'm all about. I will play the magical Negro on NCIS for that paycheck. Honey, as expensive as things come, I will play the magical Negro. We're going to talk about next week about this new movie about magical Negroes. Not this week, though. But yeah, so it's been a good week.
But that was I mean, this has been a really good week.
It's been a very good week.
You've had good meetings. We don't have to talk about that. You've had.
I did not get cast in Jelly's Last Jam, but that's okay.
But you also have some physical issues that are keeping you from doing some of the. I don't know if I can tap. Is one of the things I think you had to say.
Come to my knee. Mwah. I was like, I know. It's like they kept looking at my knees like.
They go, can you do this number? Well, great. Knees getting done is on the list for this year. Knees getting done.
Dim knees, baby. Dim knees. All right.
So we're going to jump. This is.
We're not jump. We're still talking about entertainment.
Well, this is entertainment, but we're going to jump. We're going to jump to Glasgow. So there is this group. I don't know why he's laughing at that. They're called the House of Illuminati, and they're doing a Willy Wonka experience.
First of all,
no. First of all, look at the image.
Look at that image.
This is what they put on their site. Indulge in a chocolate fantasy like never before. Capture the enchantment. It looks,
which is also on my Tinder page. That's my Tinder profile.
That's your capture the
enchantment. Indulge in a chocolate fantasy.
Oh, that is in your Tinder. Never picked that up before. The reality was somewhat different.
These are like the photo bits there. What a waste of money.
Come on over to this one. Do you think you can eat one of these?
Ready, stand next to Mr. Wonka.
You don't think you can eat one?
Y'all, they got a half a cup of marshmallows, a half a cup of lemonade, and there was something else they got. It was like $45 a person.
$45 a person. And the thing was, there was no chocolate. They kept talking about the chocolate experience.
There's no chocolate at the chocolate experience.
Chocolate at the chocolate experience, and
I'm serving chocolate.
And they hired people at the last minute and gave them weird costumes and lines and said, "You're an Oompa Loompa," or "You're a whatever," and they're just trying to. It was a mess.
It was a hot mess.
And it was so bad that one of the parents called the police because he said, "This is a ripoff. You can't do an immersive experience and a warehouse and have it look like a warehouse. It needs to be transformed."
I've been to sex parties at warehouses that had more stuff.
Yeah.
And they didn't even need most of it.
That was, I just...
Hey, Gloria.
So the I'm not hip on this award. The Spirit Awards, Indie Spirit Awards,
Independent Spirit Awards. Yes,
and it was in Santa Monica.
It's like always at the hangar, at the airport.
No. They were right next to the pier in a big tent.
Oh, all right. Because they've been doing it in the hangar.
Let's say they did it in the parking lot, and I don't really even have a list or anything, but there was one. Nick Offerman won, so he did an episode of The Last of Us, and so he with Murray Bartlett played a gay couple. You know, who are amongst they're not zombies.
Even if you didn't watch the show, just find that one episode.
And the thing is, it's a singular episode. So even if you don't want you don't need anything that precedes it, anything after it. It's just these two men who are choosing to live together in this horrendous circumstance. But this is a copy. This is a bit of his acceptance speech.
Thanks to HBO for having the guts to participate in this storytelling tradition that is truly independent, stories with guts, that when homophobic hate comes my way and says, "Why did you have to make it a gay story?" We say, "Because you ask questions like that, it's not a gay story, it's a love story, you asshole."
It's not a gay story, it's a love story, you asshole. Nick Offerman. Thank you, Nick.
So I have to say, especially thank you, Nick. I've known Nick since 19... There's not even 20 in front of it. It's like 19. We go way back to Chicago. So I've known Nick for over 30 years.
I didn't play this part, but he did one other thing that I was very thrilled by.
What's that?
His shout out to his wife, Megan Mullally, was gorgeous and specific. It wasn't ironic. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a punchline. And I say this because in case my husband happens to win this award, I would prefer a very positive and the support I get at home from my wonderful husband, Hutch Foster, something along those lines. He can use his words.
Okay, the reason he's saying this is because 20 years ago, I won my first Ovation Award.
No, it's been a thing. It's been a thing to the point where he didn't mention me the first time. Then the second time he said this verbatim. He said, "My husband said I have to mention him." I'm saying
black.
in a loving Nick Offerman way, I want you to thank everything I've done that supports your career, which continues to this day. Just saying out loud.
This is where being black is dangerous.
That's not being black. That's being irresponsible.
But no, I have to do better because the first time I didn't even kiss you. I just ran up and got my award because I was like, I won.
No, you were. He was actually. It was kind of cute. We had been here like 2 years. 2 years. 4 children, and he won a friggin' award, won an Ovation Award, and he became like, this is about me, and and I love that it was about you and that you got to indulge in that. I'm not taking that away. There has to be the moment where you sincerely, and I kind of hate that word, but I'll say it anyway, sincerely.
Okay. I'll say it in front of all these people. I love you and I thank you for the way you take care of me. Period. You take care of me.
I need that sometimes.
You take care of me and I appreciate it.
Give me a kiss.
Mwah.
Thank you.
There we go. How about that?
Okay, talk about, Michael, this.
All right, so I was just like rolling along on the interwebs and this just popped up and I thought it was just the stupidest thing. And
do we just play?
And guess what? If I had to see it, so do y'all.
I talked to some big people. I talked to some important people.
Yeah.
And no, do I think I overlined my lip.
Yeah, who did your? I mean, we're gonna get back to but who did your makeup today specifically?
I did, but
how much did you drink before you did your makeup? Freedom Chat is an encrypted chat app. You can disable screenshots.
They don't try to figure how to screw you over to give money to the Democrat shit.
That, or if you say something that's untoward,
pay for somebody's fucking goddamn abortion, for fuck's sake.
Right.
Oh, how far.
Remember when we liked her? I remember when we liked her.
Hey,
I remember
Sally.
when I thought, oh, she's someone different. I don't quite get her. She's not my normal cup of tea, but she's part of the fabric of our country. And now she's so fringy.
I had to see it. Y'all had to see it.
I think, and she's there like messing with her makeup. That's her son, by the way, who was interviewing. That's her son going, what'd you have to drink beforehand, Mom? I love drink.
Girl.
Just
girl. Okay. Let's keep moving on. Tony Holmes, what's up, bro? Okay, let's keep moving on. What's next?
So, well, this is something that I think I'm a bit late to the table with, but you want to talk about this. Go ahead.
As you all know, there was a trend a couple weeks back where everyone was posting their pictures, headshots at 21, whatever pictures you had when you were 21 years old. So we late, but we gonna do it. Here we are.
No. We're starting with the stars.
So then there was a thing where, hey, Trudy. So here's some stars when they were 21. You can probably recognize that's Eddie Murphy. Next to Eddie Murphy is Madonna.
I mean, I probably. I mean, Jennifer Aniston's obvious, and
Diana Ross
is obvious,
who hasn't really changed at all. So and here's some more. Can you guess who they are? Can you guess who these wonderful people are?
The first one surprised me a little bit. We don't want to belabor this, Michael.
No, so it's Dolly Parton, Marilyn Monroe, and an incredibly sexy Jack Nicholson.
That was a thing for his first movie. And then just to contrast the Jack Nicholson with my first headshot.
Hey, Duffy. Hey, Kanicki. Let's go down and get in the car.
So I remember.
I'm serving Nikki Giovanni.
I remember
he was in Nikki Kanicki.
He was in The Village, and I went to him, and he was recommended, and he had kind of a Mylar background, and so I did the regular ones, the commercial and the whatever. But I did, and then he goes, "Well, you have to have a nerd," and so I have this one where I look like alfalfa with my hair sticking up, and then you also have to have the tough guy. But I'm going back to this picture because
Go grease lightning, da 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 da.
he put like Vaseline on my lips just before we shot. And look at my eyebrows. What's up with my eyebrows? They're all over the place. But I mean, there's nothing tough about that. I mean, like, do.
Come on, Consuelo. Talk about it. Baby. Show it one more time. I gotta see it one more time. Because I'm giving sensitive poet.
You are.
I'm like, I have experienced pain and trauma. You can see it in my eyes.
Do you remember the photographer? Because I mean, that's not a clear photograph. What's that?
I don't remember who it was. It was a Chicago photographer. I do know that.
It's very kind of that blur. Mine is a bit sharper than yours.
Yeah. Well, you had a little bit more money. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I got to do this.
What is an officer?
Langston Houston's grandson.
Oh, there we go.
Gee, Officer Krupke.
But Officer Krupke wasn't that. That was more, I don't know.
Woo! Gee, Officer Krupke. Krupp you.
But all right, guess what time it is?
All right, what time is it?
You know, I used to think I had a thing for quiz, but I don't think I created a quiz. Bum, bum, bum. So last month, we kind of just missed it. Was President's.
It was Suzanne. Consuelo, it was Suzanne. And who did those headshots? What is Suzanne's last name? Help me out.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you if someone said the name of my guy, I'd remember that. I don't. So anyway, so last month we dealt with President's Day and Week and all that stuff, but we missed the quiz, which is we got to move the banner. The comment has to go away. Boop. The quiz, which is
Suzanne Plunkett,
President's favorite foods. So I'm going to show you 9 presidents on one side, and you're going to see 9 foods on the other side, and it's to match, and you can all put your thoughts out there. We're just going to go whatever. I don't know how this is going to
here's
go.
the deal.
Yes.
So when my husband does these, he does not tell me what the answers are. He just puts it up, and I don't get to look at it or nothing. So we're doing this quiz together. So get ready, start typing. Jason Chan, I'm still in love with you.
So 9 presidents, 9 favorite foods. See if you can match any of them up. Michael, read out the president.
Washington, Jefferson, Harrison, Nixon, Kennedy, Reagan, W, Obama, Trump.
And then so who was Jelly Beans? I think that's an obvious one.
Well, yeah, that's an obvious one.
Say it.
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, so some of them are gimmies. They have to be because otherwise, So who else?
Mac and cheese, hold on. Let's read what they all are. Jelly beans, mac and cheese, nachos, New England clam chowder, hamburger pizza. That's Trump.
Continue.
Fast food, particularly McDonald's and Burger King, cottage cheese with ketchup, a hoe cake. That's one of them old motherfuckers.
Let's look at the last
squirrel stew or burgoo.
Okay. So let's go to the comments. See if you have anything. This is correct. Yes, indeed. That was one of the obvious ones.
Chowder.
Yeah,
that accent is so good.
And I have to say, Consuelo.
Hoe cakes.
Washington liked his hoe cakes.
Well, all they had was flour and some meal. That's all they had back then.
Okay.
And a bunch of black folks cooking it.
So just so you can see, I do have images. Hoe cake. That just look like pancakes.
That's a pancake.
I know.
That's not a hoe cake. Hoe cakes are like whiter. Clam chowder.
And he did like New England clam chowder, not. Okay, so what else do you think you got?
Television star Jonelle Allen is in the room, y'all. Just want to point that out. Television and Broadway star Jonelle Allen.
You got to pick something, Michael.
Okay.
Fast food. McDonald's and Burger King.
That's Trump.
That's Trump. Yeah.
Hamburger pizza. Boop. That is just disgusting.
It's so disgusting.
Jefferson is mac and cheese.
Jefferson is mac and cheese.
Oh!
He went to France, and they were serving us a form of pasta and cheese, and he brought it back to the States.
Wilkie Ferguson is here too. He's also famous.
Okay.
So we have Nixon. Nixon, his favorite food is a pardon.
Steve, nachos, hamburger pizza. Who's hamburger pizza? You can guess.
Hamburger pizza. I'm gonna go with. It has to be someone new, so I'm gonna go with Obama.
No. Do you want to say what Obama liked?
What does Obama like?
Obama liked nachos.
Ooh.
I did not know Obama liked nachos. So come on, now we got to figure it. Hamburger pizza then is who?
There's a big old bucket here.
Come on, it's easy.
Hamburger pizza would be a W.
It's W.
W. Hamburger pizza is W.
I mean, it's just, I mean, and look at this thing. I don't know why that kind of grossed me out.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't think that's even a hamburger pizza. That looks like a salad on top of a pizza with sriracha. I don't know.
Just show the rest. I don't want to guess anymore. Just show
Okay, here we go. So,
We'll
here we go. Nixon liked cottage cheese with ketchup. And William Henry Harrison liked him some squirrel stew. And you want to know something? He wasn't the only president. James Garfield also liked squirrel stew. So what sort of white people are in the White House eating squirrel stew? But I learned something.
That white people eat some shit.
Dude.
Here's the weird thing. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. Ready?
Go.
Is that because they all had slaves. They all had slaves. Let's just be clear. And these black kings and queens that were brought over here were stolen from their land and brought over here and who were became slaves, who were forced into slavery, cooked that shit up right, which is why they liked it. He smelled their food and said, you know what, Janine, whatever his wife's name was, I don't want that. I'm gonna go over here with these Negroes and I'm gonna get, what is this, squirrel? Because that's all they could catch. And that's the reason they like that food.
That fits with
Let's
me.
go. Let's go.
Another one I did put up there was Lincoln's favorite food, which happens to match your favorite food.
Dick?
No.
What?
What do you think? What's your favorite food?
Chitlins.
Well, no, it wasn't.
What is my favorite food? I love.
What do you cook on this stove daily?
Catfish. Oh, daily. Bacon.
Bacon.
Baby, I found. Thank you.
Abraham Lincoln liked his bacon.
Hey, Dion, welcome, baby.
But you told me I could only do 9 presidents, and so
that's all we need. That's all we need. Because I will tell you this. I found that. Thank you, Jennifer Lee Warren, for giving me that sodium-free bacon at Costco. It's changed everything.
Okay, what do we got? There we go. Look at comments. Oh, there we go. Possum is better the second day. Rue covers everything.
RuPaul. Baby.
I know. The squirrels ate squirrel. The clampets ate squirrels. Scoo. There we go.
They couldn't catch them, though, remember?
Hamburger pizza.
But that's, you know what? Guess what? It's like hamburger helper on bread. That's all it is. It's hamburger helper on bread. All right.
All right. We're moving to politics, my friend.
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready? Here's some stories.
So, the first thing. Oh, I can get rid of this page right now.
We're actually going to go to a website, and we're going to start with Tish James. There is a story that I don't know why this hasn't been out there as much. And I read this, I had to read it twice because it blew me away. But basically, Tish James brought the NRA, and specifically Wayne LaPierre, the president of the NRA, up for charges. And he is held liable for $5.4 million because he basically took money from the NRA. He took money from the. You gotta let me finish the sentence. He took also, but he took money from the NRA, and he bought trips and houses and jets and whatever he bought, he
bought Flotsam and Jetsam.
And then also, so he did that, and then the former chief financial officer Wilson Woody Phillips was found liable for $2 million. So that's $7.4 million that the NRA or members of the NRA are found liable for. Thank you. Tish James. And this, did you see a lot of this in the news?
So yes, I did. And the big thing is that that's really great is that he actually stepped down as president because he knew the shit was coming.
He knew it was coming.
And he knew, he's trying to save shit. Boom. Exactly. Boom. So, but
also the other thing that we want to show about Tish James daily on X, she is, doing this and saying, guess what? So every day, like Donald Trump's interest goes up $114,000, which is just, can you imagine? I want one day of his interest just in our bank account. That is just incredible. So anyway, so this was February 23rd, but like the amount was $464,000 because it keeps going up,
But you can go to, if you want to know exactly what Donald Trump owes, you can go to.
Oh, do you want the thing?
Yes,
the banner
please.
For this.
Here's the banner.
The banner is, here's the banner and here's the site.
TrumpDebtCounter.com. It will give you how much he owes every day.
That's someone I want.
Every day. He's trying to. My husband's trying to find something.
So here's the thing, the ticker.
Can they see that? Can you all see
Yeah,
that?
they can see
They
it.
can see it.
You'll
Okay.
see it because I was able to.
Oh.
But here's the ticker, and like you can see it just go up astronomical. These like I would love this money in. Like give me, I don't know, a minute's worth of the money as it goes
Emily
up.
Santos.
That would help me
Long
immensely.
time, girl.
They pick such wonderful pictures of him too on this site. The fact that Donald won't release his taxes suggests there's a bombshell there. Senator Ted Cruz. I mean, they really roasted.
Yeah, they're
If
roasting.
we nominate Donald Trump, we will get destroyed and we will deserve it, Lindsey Graham. And we can't have someone that we question whether they're mentally fit to do this, Nikki Haley. So all of them through the
So
years.
every
have
day,
said
just check
stuff.
in and see how much he owe. He tried to like say, "Oh, just I'm gonna pay can I get that on layaway?" He
Well,
went
no,
in with
he
the
did.
layaway
He went
excuse, y'all,
in. He goes,
and said,
"Can I give
I
a-
can pay $100
I can
million.
pay $100 million.
Can I put $100 million on
as
it?
opposed to the $450 million that I just 100? I mean,
What can I get for $100 million? Can I get 2 ribs? Can I get 2 ribs with $100 million? I just want 2 ribs. That's all I want.
he's putting it on layaway.
If I give you $75 million, can I get a rib and 2 black eyed peas?
And do you know what he's able to put on the table while asking for the way of saying, "Can I put down $100 million?" You can trust me. That's what he's putting on the table. I don't think it works.
Oh my gosh. It is craziness out here, y'all. These children are crazy.
Anyway,
Speaking
so
of,
Tish James, I'm just giving my applause because that woman is not backing down and is going forward. And because of the Supreme Court and whatever they're
Kelvin
doing,
Blunt
who
is
knows
in the
what other
room.
cases are going through. But Tish James is bringing it for New
Tish
York.
James letting them have it.
Bang.
In fact, all the black women who are going after, who are like moving forward, Tish James,
Funny Willis.
Bonnie
Was that a
Willis,
senior moment?
Judge Chutkin. I can remember Chutkin.
Chutkin.
I remember all that. But yeah, so that's what's happening right now.
So last week we didn't talk about this, and we wanted to, and it was the Alabama ruling about IVF. I get infuriated when law steps into private life. I get infuriated. I get like there's something in me. It just rankles me. It's like you can't go to a drag brunch. You can't bring your kids to a drag brunch. Well, it's my kids, my parenting. You can't whatever. You can't have an abortion. You can't all this stuff. It drives me crazy.
Oh, you know how I feel.
Well, but they want to know. This is, you're part of the show. You have to talk.
I can't stand this country because we are letting it go to this extreme, this Christian nationalism. That someone here's the deal.
Well, let's label what the IVF thing is. I mean, the ruling is basically
God said
a fertilized egg has personhood. I mean, this is where we are, right? A fertilized egg.
God said
because God went into
they literally did a ruling because of what they found in the Bible.
But what they found about and the judge specifically in his ruling absolutely said church and state. No, this is church. He just writes about it's so frustrating. And you go, how do you fight?
Please, y'all. They're telling us what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
When they tell you that y'all was saying, oh, they're never going to take away Roe v. Wade. They told you they were, and they did. They told you all of a sudden, Clarence Thomas, which is short for Uncle Tom, which is short for Coon.
I didn't know that.
I know it's a given fact.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that in the New Heritage Dictionary?
Yes, it is.
Dictionary.
Vodka. But no, they told you. They've already told y'all they're getting rid of queer marriage. They don't stop queers from
also
adopting
they
children.
say contraceptions on the contraceptions taken. I mean, come on.
IVF. You would think, okay, this is the weird part about IVF. This is why they know they went too far, which is why they keep walking back on it. Is because 96%. Wait, no, it was 93%. Sorry. 93% of all people who use IVF are white women. So that's why they went too far, because they want white babies.
So this is where we are.
Uh-huh.
Someone snuck into a lab.
Hey, Lizzie Ross.
And we don't know, stranger somehow got into an IVF lab, dropped a tray which had a bunch of embryos in it.
Got
right?
you.
The people got mad. They said, we need retribution. Our embryos were ruined, right? After all the treatment, and I'd be mad too. I mean, the amount of money that you pay for IVF. I mean, and why the hell did someone just walk into this place? Where was the security? I mean, and I get where the germ of this or the anger of this starts, but then to create a law that said that has personhood. So now if you backtrack that, now the guy that broke in and dropped this tray of embryos, let's say there were 100 embryos in the tray. I have no idea how many.
You're going to jail
forever. Like, are we going to do that to this person who might be mentally ill for all we know? We don't know what's going on.
But
so I just find that this is we're getting straight. So now do we have to like follow through with what this means? There are clinics, the major clinic, which is, I believe, like at a university, has shut down in Alabama.
And this is Alabama, where I spent last year.
Shut down. They stopped the service. Like, they stopped that service because they don't know what the law means for them. Because it doesn't make sense to harvest one egg, one embryo, and implant it. The way that it's done is they harvest many eggs, implant them, bam, hopefully there's one or two takers. I mean, that's kind of the gist of IVF, and at its cost of hundreds, I mean, not maybe hundreds, but tens of thousands of dollars, and then of course all of the mental toll that it takes on the families that are going through it. Anyway, I'm so through with the whole thing, and I didn't really know about this, but I didn't realize that the number of cancer patients, female cancer patients, who before going through radiation want to save their eggs. Because they might want to be pregnant. They want to have the option, but now they're not sure if they can do that, because what does that mean? Do they have to keep those eggs frozen cryogenically forever? Is that what we're doing? Like, you can't destroy them if you've changed your mind? Hey,
I mean, if they're a person, they should be able to take care of themselves.
Well, and of course, the one thing that I heard about that was well, then can you deduct that on your tax returns? Are they dependents?
Are they dependents? Do they get Social Security numbers? Can I collect Social Security on my eggs?
Yeah, sure.
It's like,
I mean, if you're
making,
you're giving it personhood, then where does it go? Yeah,
listen.
If they're
telling you what they're going to do.
Well, they're telling you what they're going to do, but then they don't think out what the problems are going to be that will follow. And what are you going to do? You're really going to imprison someone who's trying to get pregnant? That doesn't make that much sense to me. Anyway, that's part one of this.
What's part two, honey?
Oh, this just gets me too. I can't
Let us know
believe
what y'all
you're
think.
doing this.
Comment.
Tennessee. There is a proposal. This is their phraseology. Adults who engage in abortion trafficking. Think about that phrase, abortion trafficking, which is basically helping pregnant minors get the procedure out of state without parental permission, could be charged with a felony that carries up to 15 years in prison. So there's a young woman. She is pregnant in Tennessee. She doesn't want to have a baby, can't get an abortion in Tennessee. Let me help you. Let me take you wherever you go near Tennessee to get an abortion. And no, you can be charged up to 15 years. That is abortion trafficking. You
can't cross the state line to get health care. Not abortion, it's health care.
It's health care. We do have our warriors, and one of them, surprisingly, I mean, to my mind, surprisingly, maybe not to you, is Gavin Newsom. I mean, he has been doing this. He's been looking outside the state of California.
He is both hot and a warrior.
And he has a commercial happening right now in Tennessee. I'd love to know your thoughts. This is what it is.
Paging Dr. Statement. Dr. Statement, please.
Help!
Trump Republicans want to criminalize young women who travel to receive the reproductive care they need. Don't let them hold Tennessee women hostage. Take action at righttotravel.org. Campaign for Democracy Group is responsible for the content of this advertising.
And one of the things that I hear about when I'm listening to the radio or on the news or doing, we need our warriors. We need to constantly talk about why a law like this in Tennessee, which hasn't happened yet, it's a proposal, but why a law like that is just anti-human. It just is, it's insane. And we have to keep speaking out. We have to not get tired. Grenadine. We have to, and I know that it feels like we've been doing this forever. We've been protesting and marching and all this stuff, but we can't normalize any of it or let any of it be normalized. None of it. We have to keep speaking.
Nary a bit.
So to Gavin Newsom, another.
By the way, we'd be a throuple for you. We would, Gavin Newsom, we would throuple the fuck out of you. Just be clear.
Throuple the
fuck out of you.
To counter, I'm gonna just keep going because, you know, he does his thing, I do mine. Terrence here. To counter that, the right has had this video. Have you guys seen Baby Olivia?
I'm almost afraid to show this.
I'm gonna show it. It is an animation that is now. Yesterday, it passed in Iowa that this will be part of the curriculum for all students who are in 5th and I believe it was 11th grades. And this is a portion of the video, and it's humanizing a fetus, basically.
I'm going to say this for you, sir. This has already been debunked by healthcare, by professionals everywhere. It's debunked. But this is what they want us.
But I want you to listen.
What they want the kids to see.
But pay attention to the voice, the music in the background. Pay attention to all of this because they're trying to say that the fetus, or even before it's a fetus, is human. And it's incredible. It's very short.
She can bring her hands together at 7.5 weeks, and separate fingers and toes emerge. She can also begin to hiccup. At the beginning of the 9th week, Olivia will have grown from a single cell into nearly 1 billion cells, and she is now called a fetus.
And so we're teaching our youth, the 5th grades and the 11th graders, at least in Iowa. There was another state that was doing this too, South Dakota, somewhere. But they're doing it as well, and I'm probably it's going to go in other red states. We're teaching them that it's a human at 5 weeks, at 3 weeks, whatever it is. And I
want to ask this. I don't know how many of people who watch us, follow us, or anything. If you have a picture of your baby at 5 weeks in utero, please post it, because it doesn't have hands like this. It doesn't do this. It's not sitting there jacking off.
I do like this. How dare you weaponize tiny toes? And yeah, I know. And the voice sounds like Mary Poppins.
Okay.
I agree.
No. I'm sorry. Where is it? This is it. It's like if you're using it, you know, it's a nanny. Hello.
There was another bit
I'm Mary Poppins,
which says at a certain point that you can hear the heartbeat, and it shows the when you granted it's animated, the animated heart moving, and you hear bump 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 bump, and you have professionals saying that's not an infant heartbeat.
That's not
sound.
what it's.
That's not what it is.
5 weeks.
So they're already
6 weeks.
they're making this embryo, or it's sometimes not an embryo. It hasn't become an embryo yet. They're making it. They're giving it personhood.
Yeah,
you know, at an early time.
And
Baby Olivia, they've named this embryo previous to even being. The whole thing is just.
And then they stole the name from Color Purple. Olivia. That baby named Olivia. Don't look at her. Don't she look old? Olivia.
That's the Color Purple.
That's the Color Purple. That's what Sister Girl say when like young Whoopi come in and she go, young Celie comes in and goes, "What's your baby name?"
Oh, that's right.
Olivia. That's a pretty name. Well, it fits her, don't it? I mean, look at her. Look at her face. She looked like an Olivia. Helen Mirren should sue.
Dame Helen Mirren
should sue.
Just sue.
Just sue.
So we had to do that. Michael and I are going to act for you. Get your page.
Oh, we're acting. All right, so.
We have a script.
Hey, Matthew Black.
We've not done this. We have a script for tonight.
Where is it? Hold on.
It's in there. You got to find. How drunk are you?
All right. So
Hunter Biden has been brought back for more testimony because we need to prove that he gave his dad money so that we can impeach Biden. I mean, this is where the Republicans
even though everything has been proven already that he didn't.
Well, not only
The guy
that,
lied.
that their major person that was coming in for evidence was a Russian spy. I mean, you know, the whole thing is just almost insane. Anyway, so Swalwell. So one of the Eric Swalwell,
who also could be a part of our throuple.
Also could be. Eric Swalwell, who's
or what would be four? If it's Gavin and Eric,
they're both California.
Would that be They're right there in the neighborhood.
They're in the neighborhood. They're both California.
So
Eric Swalwell is also. I got to finish this thought. They are ready.
Yes.
He's another warrior because he's putting out there what we gotta keep putting out there. So here you have Hunter Biden answering the questions, and you have, who are you again? Or do you want to do the same thing?
I'm Biden.
He's Hunter Biden,
who's also very hot.
And I am Eric
What is
Swalwell.
happening?
So I'll be the
What is happening?
congressman. I'm going to finish this.
All right, okay,
I'll be the
ready?
congressman asking Hunter Biden some questions about how he messed up his dad, and I don't know, whatever it is.
All right, got it.
Here we go. Ready? Are we going to do this?
Yes, we're doing.
Okay. Anytime your father was in government prior to the presidency or before, did he ever operate a hotel?
No, he has never operated a hotel.
So he's never operated a hotel where foreign nationals spent millions at that hotel while he was in office.
No, he has not.
Did your father ever employ in the Oval Office any direct family member to also work in the Oval Office?
My father has never employed any direct family members to my knowledge.
While your father was president, did anyone in the family receive 41 trademarks from China?
No.
As president and leader of the party, has your father ever tried to install as the chairperson of the party a daughter-in-law or anyone else in the family?
No, I don't think anyone in my family would be crazy enough to or want to be the chairman of the DNC.
Has your father ever, in his time as an adult, been fined $355 million by any state that he's worked in?
No, he has not, thank God.
Anyone in your family ever strike a multi-billion-dollar deal with the Saudi government while your father was in office?
No!
That's all I've got. Eric Swalwell.
Eric Swalwell.
Do you want to come say hi,
I
Bash?
just love the fact that he
took the entire
took
time
everything
about
that
Biden
he's been doing.
and just did a. So we're doing a show. So you're making a lot of noise. Sebastian did walk by. I'm sure many of you saw that.
Hi, Bash.
And you know, by the way, welcome home.
Man, I hate the rain. Ride my bike in the rain with no headlight.
Do you want to tell the people here? But smile. Show your pretty face. No, not that smile. Do the other smile that you practiced for the.
Why do you look like you're from the Little Rascals? What is that big part in the middle of your head?
It's a bit of an alfalfa moment.
I love you. What is happening with you?
Do you want to talk about?
You need to go take a shower with that part in your head.
Okay, go eat.
That's
your,
black parenting.
Go eat your food.
Go eat your food.
Do you want to say hi to anyone or no?
Hi, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
He's crazy. Well, then,
All right.
yes, I agree with that.
Anyway.
So we had to do that. I came across that and I go, oh my God, I love Eric Swalwell. I just think that's genius that he is one of the warriors. He's out there going, no, we're going to keep putting this message out there.
So, people, I am so frustrated.
So we have a plethora of things to talk about. Where do you want to go next?
We're going to go very quickly. One, Mitch McConnell is leaving. Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
Next. Oh, chicken neck heifer. Can't stand his punk ass. What's next?
The Boebert crime family. They all have mugshots. I don't know what to do with this. I mean, it just keeps happening. So Michael said, well, we need to know. So Tyler Boebert, Tyler, what's his name? Tyler. He was arrested, 18 years old. And he has 22 charges, 5 felonies, and 17 misdemeanors.
Hey, Karen.
Here's a slight list of Tyler Boebert's escapades.
Police say he is facing 22 charges, including criminal possession of a financial device, criminal possession of ID documents, and more. Now, some of the more minor charges include theft, trespassing, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Now, they said some of the minor charges are theft and contributing to a minor. Those are the minor charges. Minor. Okay.
I don't know what you just did.
Was
that humorous?
I don't know. Was it?
I don't know. This heifer, who you mean, Boebert?
Boebert.
No,
Maybe they should
in some ways, who was it? It was we just read someone that said it was Amistad Mopan. He's like, can we stop talking about Lauren Boebert?
They're trash.
Can we
They're
just
such
not?
trash.
And I think there's
They're trash.
They're just,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh my God!
So-
I'm just so sick of them,
I-
and yet, people will vote for them.
So I
which
think
I am saying to you again: if you have people in your lives, and
No,
this,
true.
and this is
This is good.
particularly
This is good.
particularly for white people.
Agreed.
I'm gonna talk to y'all right now.
Agreed.
Stop worrying about. I don't want to offend my cousin that I went to high school with, or your friends you went to high school with, or your uncle. Stop it, because right now we're at a place.
We're in a war.
I don't even know if it's a war.
Okay, well, you could have just agreed
Yeah.
with me and then not had.
Yes, and it's a war.
It's a war and it's a travesty.
Y'all.
But
We're not going to be allowed to be married soon.
No, we're not going to be allowed. And I
If
thank
Trump
goodness,
gets into office, we're not allowed to
and
be married.
I'm thankful that our kids, because Max will turn 18, so our kids are almost adults. So if they could take our kids away, or I
Hey,
don't know,
Irene.
who knows what's out there, or what the thoughts are, or what they want to do. I'm
Y'all
glad
don't
that
understand
that's-
how this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. And you need to talk to white women. I'm talking to you. Talk to your white women friends and get them on board with this, because the women that all these little stories in People magazine and the Huff Post and all this talking about, oh, I had a ectopic pregnancy and they wouldn't let me get an abortion, and yet they voted for Trump. Talk to them. Talk to them. We cannot have 53% of y'all voting for Trump again.
No.
Y'all need to talk to them. So I'm going to be very honest. You got to do it. You got to do it.
I think this is what gets insane. So this, of course, is Fox News, what I'm about to show you, and they've been trying to get Biden on something, which probably this should have attached to a previous one, but I didn't think about that. But they would keep trying to get Biden on something, and this is what's his face, Jesse Waters on the Five, and talking about Biden. This is what he knows he can nail Biden on. This is the important.
This is what's going to bring.
This is the
Joseph
Biden
Robinette Biden
dynasty down.
You know my rule about men eating soup in public. I don't think it's manly to go like that with a soup and you're blowing on it. It's just not a good look. I think the same thing for ice cream. You should save that for vacation. A grown man, especially the president, should not be licking ice cream
In public. You shouldn't do that, Joe. Of course, Jesse Waters eats ice cream in public. So it's all bullshit.
Because
they have nothing. They literally have nothing.
Everything they try to throw it at the Democrats, they're doing.
It's
I need to hear from y'all, because I got.
Oh, guess what? We're at Black News now. This is fun. You get to take this over.
Can you play the theme song?
For what?
Is it there?
Which
Can
one?
you find it? Coon.
Oh, well, yes, I can. Oh, is this
We're gonna find this. We're gonna find this thing.
It's
Hold
not
on.
here.
Hold on.
Oh no, I got rid of it because. Oh wait. Oh, here it is. This is what
Here
you
it
want?
is. Yeah. Okay, so this week we don't have just a coon of the week. We have a whole litany of coons, y'all. Ready? Look at this picture. This picture it was originally titled, "This is what the Democratic Party is afraid of." Black conservatives. I put their worst boy band ever. Now you can see in the middle is Rocky Raccoon. I'm sorry, Tim Scott. And on the end is Byron Donalds, and a whole bunch of other coons I don't need to mention. So let's go and let's talk about it. Put that picture up again for me, my love.
Go.
So, did you put the names down?
No, I don't have the names. Oh, yes, I do right here. The names and the things.
So here are the names that I want you to put down in the comments. Hey, Jeff Pachalski. What do you think this boy band is named?
Who's the guy on the end that buttoned his button?
But let's first of all, let's look at all these buttons, y'all. Look at the buttons. Them buttons are screaming.
Well, the one on the end.
Please release me.
Please
Those
release
buttons are indentured servants.
He needs. Well, some of the sleeves aren't long enough. I hate to be.
It's just, it's wrong. So what do you do? Coon and the gang. I just need to know what y'all saw it. Coon and the gang.
Well, that's better than what you have here. Go ahead, say what you have.
So there was some names online.
This was online.
This was online, but there was also, I came up with some of these as well. So we have the No Jays.
Well, this is too slow.
I know it is. I'm trying to read it.
What are you waiting for? Like, are you waiting for applause?
To yes. I know. Where's my applause?
I wish I had a rim shot.
Boys. I wish I had a rim shot. Boys to yes men. The grifters. Nobody cool in the gang. And my very favorite, Nickelback.
I still don't understand Nickelback. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Please tell me some of y'all understand why.
But this, I hate to say, this is better than any of the ones that you had.
I know. Cool in the gang.
It just is.
It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
Now, actually, we kind of went out of order. So we have to backtrack a little.
Okay.
But that's okay. You know, we don't have to be in order. Booze. This is Trump at the Black Conservative Federation. You must have heard of this. I'm just going to play.
These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones, you see? That's how far I've come. We've all seen the mugshot. And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population.
He said this to a room of black people. He said
Black
this.
conservatives.
Black conservatives.
Federation. The Black Conservative Federation.
And I'm sure that all of these guys were there. I mean, he said this to black people, and they're applauding. I'm dumbfounded. Everything that I have learned over the years from you and from other wonderful people, I'm going, why are you applauding to this? This isn't funny. This is... Oh.
There's a certain subset of black folks who want to be so loved and adored by white folks that they will do anything to get their attention, even though these white folks absolutely hate them and are using them for whatever, for show. I mean, as you and I both know, when we get into it, I will go off on you in a heartbeat. We know this. It's like,
he doesn't go off on me, in me. Not on me.
Yes. But, yes, and. So, I should have said but.
This is going to go live. This is going to go viral.
God! This is so bad.
You're very naughty tonight.
I know.
I got naughty. What am I saying?
But then, you know what? What's so great, though, is that all these Negro.
Is this what you want?
There we go.
Is this what you want?
All these Negroes that Trump is talking about that love him to death because he been arrested and he can't see him in the dark. He can only see their teeth. Guess what, y'all? You in luck, because guess what's on sale? That's right. The Trump sneakers, the Never Surrender sneakers, are on sale for
$3.99.
From $3.99.99 to $99.99.
I thought they sold out. I guess they didn't sell. I guess there's a surplus. Not everyone bought the gold sneaker.
But y'all Rocky Raccoons can go ahead and buy them now for $99.99.
So I didn't, we didn't get to, because I'm going to mention it very briefly, the measles outbreak in Florida and
Thank you, Florida.
The Surgeon General. So the Surgeon General, Joseph Lopatto, I'm going to go through this quickly. He said the state health department is deferring to the parents and guardians to make the decision about school attendance with a measles outbreak, which is national, but most of the outbreaks are in Florida. And the Surgeon General's like, well, parents, I'm going to let you decide if you send your non-vaccinated children to school. That's your call.
There ain't been measles since, what was it?
Well, it was eliminated in the U.S. in 2000. They said, we had an announcement in 2000.
Measles is gone.
It's eradicated. Bam.
Measles is gone. Gone.
But guess what happened?
Measles is back.
You
know what else is back?
We have too many anti-vaxxers.
You know what else is back?
What else is back?
Polio. Child polio back. She is polio.
Jesus Christ. Polio, measles. What's next? Okay. This is what we have. We have an out, our last. What do you want to do?
So I want to do these two.
So let's do the image first.
So
here's your image. Talk.
2 humpback whales were photographed having sex for the first time in history, and they were both male.
Male. This is the theme of this whole show, this episode. There's this whole thing of threesomes and gayness and bottoming and topping and humpback whales.
Humpback whales. One of them humpback whales must have been P. Diddy.
Jesus, that was in the news.
So there's gay humpback whales. I'm just saying.
So back in the 80s, actually.
Back in the 80s?
Okay,
what happened?
I'm going to do this. Ready? Follow me. We'll say yes and.
Yes and.
Yes. So.
Yes, Miss Ann.
I loved the TV show 8 is Enough.
8 is Enough. We had a
bunch of white people living in they were in Sacramento. They were in Sacramento.
We used to have a friend.
Dick Van Patten was the dad, and they had 8 kids, and then the actress who played the mom died, and so Betty Buckley came in and she became the stepmom. Anyway, so 8 is Enough. Grant,
isn't that amazing? Like on a TV show, they can just go, "Oh, she did. Let's bring in another person."
But that's what we do all the time on stuff. But that's kind of life. I mean, in life, if someone dies, you choose whether you want to bring. So the oldest 8 is Enough. They were the Bradfords, right? Weren't they? Was played by Grant Goodeve. Well,
I remember Grant Goodeve.
Grant Goodeve decided to tell all of us people outside of the 8 is Enough world what hip words were in the 90s.
Well, here are some other phrases you want to know if you want to be sure to sound hip in the 90s.
Yo, a greeting.
Yo, Curb, what's up?
Clutch the pearls, said in amazement or disbelief.
Well, you know he's married. Clutch the pearls.
MacGyver, as in the TV show where the impossible is often accomplished.
I can't believe you got off that speeding ticket. What a MacGyver.
Black & Decker, or a real tough assignment. You get the analogy, right?
This job is a real grind. It's just a Black & Decker.
Did we really say that? Did we say this is a Black & Decker? Do you remember that at all?
She's married. Clutch the pearls.
She had to have real pearls. The thing is, clutch the
pearls.
Clutch the pearls. What you don't have to have real pearls to clutch your pearls.
Ciao.
Just saying.
Ciao.
Anyway, say goodbye.
Oh, no.
Say goodbye, baby.
Hey, we'll see you soon.
Because guess what we're doing? We're signing off. Clutch the pearls. Oh, this day is the real Black & Decker. We love you.
Bye, y'all.